Hi there, welcome back to my channel. It is Krista here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Scorpio, if you don't know your Moon and Rising sign, there's a link in the description box to alwaysastrology.com, and there you can plug in your whole birth chart information and learn what all your planets reside in. And if you want additional information for the week, check out your Moon and Rising sign readings for this week as well, on top of your Sun sign reading. This is for the week of June 20th to the 27th. So I'll be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for the main spread today, and then drawing additional message cards from the Healing with the Angels Tarot and the Medicine Card Tarot. Links to these cards are in the description box, as well as a link to my ebook and a little idea about why I do what I do. Look forward to face-to-face videos in probably mid-July, where I'll be talking about some concepts from the book and about tarot and about spirituality and healing in general. So I look forward to you staying tuned for that, and I hope you enjoy those. This is a general reading, Scorpio, so whatever is most prominent in your life, I encourage you to take these messages and apply them to, and hopefully you find them helpful and healing. So Scorpio, I wish for you all success, joy, and wellness. I call upon Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel to guide this reading in peace, clarity, protection, and wisdom. And we had a couple of cards jump out at once. I usually take single jumpers. If two cards jump out again, I am going to take them. But generally, if two cards jumping out at once, I generally don't. So we're looking for single jumpers here. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel to guide this reading. And Gaia, okay, not sure where I stopped talking. Sorry about that. So let's get some single jumpers here. That one almost jumped. It's so funny to me, sometimes the cards are just super clear about what they want jumping out, and it's super fast, and other times it takes good old time. So this is one of those times. Once I get past like the 30 to 45 second, never mind. If it doesn't jump within about a minute of shuffling, I will cut the deck and take a card, but we do have one here. Brilliant. So the central position card is the flexible card. So this is lovely. This means that whatever occurs this week, you are able to wrap your head around, you're able to assess and in a fair and, I would say, considerate manner. I was trying to find the right word for that. A fair and considerate manner, meaning even if something doesn't work out the way you wanted it to or imagined for yourself, Scorpio, what you could be saying here is, hey, you know what? I'm not going to get all bent out of shape about this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remain flexible in my speech, my behavior, my outlook, and my attitude. I'm going to be fair and considerate. So this is actually beautiful to see, so that no matter what befalls you this week in particular, this is for June 20th to the 22nd, like I said. So if anything is upcoming that seems like it could be troubling, this will definitely prove to be of benefit for you. This will get you around some tough circles or situations, however you want to view that. So with the full moon in a new moon on the 21st, so it's summer solstice the 21st, but there is a new moon in Cancer, so there could be clearing properties that you need to engage in, even if it's simple, like letting go of anything having to do that's negative regarding the fourth house. The fourth house is ruled by Cancer, so it's mother, children, home and hearth, reproductive organs for women, relationships with women, etc., even psychic energy. So anything that needs clearing around those issues, you can certainly partake in that. Something super simple can be writing something down you're ready to let go of, and then throwing it away, or burying that paper, or finding a body of water and, burning it and letting it drift out to sea and stuff like that. It's like a physical release of of an intention. So as long as what you're writing down is intentional, I think you'll be able to get rid of a lot of negative energy here. So there's a lot going on this week for you, Scorpio. You've got a great deal of co-creative energy here. I think you've taken on a new endeavor for yourself. It could have been something that you met with before. We've got psychic energy showing up very distinctly here. And we've got a sort of wild energy here, which means that you're out of society's bounds, out of the realm of normalcy, so to speak. And God love you, because we need more of that. So we've got the co-create next to flexible, which means that you are all seasons to all people this week while being true to yourself. This is really you knowing exactly what you can expect out of even difficult to simple situations. And this is you being adept in all seasons, so to speak, emotionally. And then with the change in the wind, this is really interesting having it together, of course, as they are, on opposite ends of the flexible card. We have the co-create next to a change in the wind. This is action. This is action. And then with the general energy for the week, we've got the clean it up card, which again is actual. This is physical action, right? I mean, sure, it can be in the psychic or emotional world if that's what's going on, particularly with, the Cancer sign being the emotional sign. It's a water sign. Scorpios are a water sign. If there is emotional energy and this is about cleaning it up, being a co-creator and having a change in the wind, and it is emotional or mental or psychological, it's just as brilliant and powerful and important as if it is in the material world. But however this is playing out, as long as you're flexible and you're able to pick yourself up after a difficult time or meeting or endeavor or situation, which it shows you are here, then you're going to find this process much, much easier. I think you are coming from a place of getting to the root of issues, getting to the root of a problem or concern, and you're ready to let go. In fact, Scorpio, you might find clearing energies around the new moon in Cancer on the solstice this year to be particularly powerful for you. And in saying so, if there is any situational or residual negativity or ill will around anything having to do with the sign Cancer, right? So as I mentioned, psychic energy, intuition, the mother, home, this type of thing. So let's look at these one by one. We've got the flexible card. She's also on an egg. The egg is the universal symbol, of course, for fertility. And she's a little bit of an acrobat here. She is bending over backwards, but it's her game. This is your game. And I mean, this is obvious in the reading, right? I mean, you're the co-creator of what's going on here. You're not a passive player. I would say most situations in your life, this is not going to even be. This passive player isn't going to even escape your lips. Like, you're not. That's laughable. But certainly this week, you're not a wallflower. You're not going to take anything lying down, but you're not going to be aggressive about it either. You're just going to say, yeah, I can get away from that, or I can get deeper into that. Because this is your choice. What do you want? Well, you've already made up your mind. You've already made up your mind. You know what you need to clean up and get rid of in order to get ahead, remaining flexible so that you don't give yourself a hard time, so that nobody needs to be rigid while making changes. And I think this is what you're aware of right now. I think you're aware of all these changes need to be made on whatever level for you and to whatever degree. You're aware of what needs to change, but you're aware that in order to do this and be kind and to be successful, you really do need to be flexible and generous with other people's feelings as well. So with the co-create card here, we have some major images here with really world-renowned, like I said, with the egg, world-renowned symbologies. These are just considered symbolic, the world wide. Again, with the egg, this is your second egg for the reading. So great deal of fertility coming out of something sort of brewing, which is super exciting. But you're aware of a higher power here. We've got the psychic energy, the bird on the wire, and then the cat sitting still, sort of looking down above it all. So you're really in this magical place, this magical moment of assessing things fairly and accurately, But piece by piece, it's really critical to, particularly for larger projects where you are about to leave something and get into something new for yourself, or create space for something new by letting something go. It's really important to remember that there is a higher power involved in all of this, and that you are a co-creator of this. You can't do this by yourself, and I don't think you'd want to do this by yourself. So giving thanks and being grateful for what you do have, and even the opportunity to make these changes, is a beautiful place to come from. And then with the change in the wind, this is lovely. We've got a wild zebra here, and there's just everything flowing through this gazebo on her back. Flowing, everything's really light in the background. You can see it's not golden, so this isn't an ascension moment here. This is all about recognizing what needs to be changed. It's really interesting to me here. We have the two land animals who are involved with not only cleaning it up, but a change. So again, so much action is going on here, and you're aware of what needs to be cleaned up because you're aware that this process is necessary. And you probably already know that in order not to create a void when making changes, assessing where you belong, where you want to be, etc., any type of change, or especially significant change in anyone's life, will create a void. That's the point, right? But it's important to replace that with something as good as or better than what was there. So I think this is part of the co-creation card here for you, Scorpio, is that, well, you're really clear about what you want. So stay clear about that, because that's what's going to replace what you're cleaning out, okay? With the new love card, here is one of your additional message cards. This could be romance. If that's the case, congratulations. You could have met a soulmate. You could have met someone that truly understands you for the person you are, isn't going to take advantage of you, and you feel the same about them. If it's not romantic, this could be about a relationship with yourself, that you're feeling a different way about yourself. You're able to express yourself with loving energy, with even romantic energy, but for no one in particular, which is also a beautiful place to come from as well. You don't have to like over-sexualize or anything, but romance doesn't just belong between lovers, for example. You could be romantic to yourself and treat yourself like you want to be treated. And that way you get into sort of a psychic or an energetic state where you know how that feels, and that's what you come to expect. And anything less than that, you won't tolerate. So very beautiful to see this here. New love is also just generally exciting. Anything with the word new in it. It could be that the new love is about this new path in your life, this new direction. You're loving this process of cleaning it up. Ultimately, it's about hitting the mark, right? It's about being aware of exactly what you need, exactly what's required to get to the next level of whatever project or concern or ambition you have, and taking that chance, being the person that you need to be in order to achieve that. So with your final card for this week is the squirrel. The squirrel's keyword is gathering. I really have an affinity for squirrels, and if you do personally, that's beautiful. They're actually quite lovely, and they're really quite so full of character. So I see a lot of character development going on here with the keyword being gathering. This could be about gathering development of processes, gathering information, gathering exactly what you need to actually clear away, being the person that you've always needed to be for yourself is really critical this week, especially Scorpio, with all these big changes going on and remaining flexible throughout. Sometimes people say, what would you say to yourself as an adult to your 8 or 9-year-old self? Contemplate that this week. I think you'll be really amazed at what you would say as an adult now to the little you, and really remember how precious and joyful that little person was, and he's still inside, and just waiting to be recognized, waiting to let loose, and to just be an energetic and spirited, really sweet and full of life being that you are. So congratulations that this is all going on. This is really exciting for you. If you have a moment, please comment. Let me know how this is playing out for you this week. I'm always curious to see how much this is matching your week, Scorpio, so please let me know. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I upload videos for your sign every week, and I really appreciate you joining me today. And in saying that, that concludes your reading. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.